Hey everyone, welcome back to Drive Miles. Today I'm going to show you some of my favorite accessories that you might find helpful as well. Let's go. This is one of the first accessories I got. It's the center console organizer. It's made of plastic but with this Alcantara liner. Very nice, fits a lot of stuff, sunglasses, a parking pass. You can put credit cards and stuff here. I have my tire tread depth gauge. You can fit spare change and plenty of other things. It slides forward and backward very easily and leaves plenty of room below for a small box of tissues. Another accessory I picked up recently is this Kenu phone mount. It matches the styling of the interior pretty well, and it holds the phone very securely. There is no adjustment in terms of how stiff it is, so I was a little worried at first that the phone would move around too much and it would be a pain, but it really isn't. You have the extending arm here, and I have the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, so it's a very large phone, and it fits no problem, and it holds it even though it's a heavy phone, doesn't move around at all. If you check out their website, they actually have a video where they stress test it with a vibration motor, and the things that they put it through is pretty crazy, but it still holds up. My only concern is that the 3M adhesive that holds it to the screen might get a little loose, especially as it gets hotter. But I haven't had any issues yet, so I will update you if anything happens. And this is something that I got primarily for use when doing Uber. Very helpful to have your phone right here in front of you as opposed to down on the wireless charging pad. You can see everything and it's just more easily accessible. For any tips and tricks on doing Uber in your Tesla, there's a video right up in the top corner. You can check that out. I look for any excuse to drive my car, so I figure why not get paid to do it. The reactions I get are priceless, and I love to share the EV experience with other people. So it's a great opportunity for me personally. Next up is the Snapplate license plate mount. This is a very simple but complex 3D printed license plate mount. It has this super cool button, if you will, on the front to unlock it and lock it. Pretty cool. Very easy installation. Goes right in the front. Locks in place. You can leave it like that, or if you want, there's a hole right there that you can put a screw in to lock it in place. Very easy to take on and off. Another accessory that I recommend everyone get before you even get the car are these mud flaps. I just have the ones from Tesla, and this rear door PPF. The way the tail of the car pops out, it's very prone to rock chips. So these two accessories paired together, that does a pretty good job at preventing anything from flying up. But if anything does make it, then that PPF does a very good job of protecting that area. You might get some chips and scuffs elsewhere, but that just does a good job of blocking the most vulnerable part. Another accessory that I got before I even got the car is the Tesmanian floor mats. Pardon, they're a little dirty, but you know it's not dirty, the carpet underneath. They fit very well. They get the job done. They're a little rugged, not very supple like the 3D Max Spider mats that a lot of people love. But they fit the bill and they do their job, so can't complain. Here are some of my other must-have accessories. First is the OEM Tesla Nema 1450 adapter. This is great for plugging into any Nema 1450 outlet. Lots of campsites will have them. That's where I've used it a couple times now. There's also the TT30 outlet, and this is a TT32 Nema 1450 adapter. Just make sure when you get one of these that it is specifically made for an EV because of how the ground and hot wires work. Different kinds might not work to charge your car, and that would be awful if you got to the campsite with not enough battery and you can't charge. So this is linked in the description down below, so go ahead and pick one up for yourself. Great for camping. This is a flat kit, just in case I ever do get a flat puncture. Has everything you'd need. Handy dandy gloves, all the pressing tools and all the little things that you would need to fix a flat on the road. The only thing that I don't have yet, which I'm considering getting from a Modern Spare or some other source, is a slim profile scissor jack, just to have in here just in case, because while you can change a puncture while the wheel's on the car, it is incredibly more difficult. So that will be coming soon. Here we have a power inverter, great for plugging anything that you don't have a USB for, or if you do, comes with 2 USB ports and 2 regular outlets. It's a 300 watt power inverter. There are higher powered ones if you want. Some of those much higher ones require connecting directly to the 12 volt, but this goes right into the 12 volt outlet, either there or in the front in the center console, and is very convenient, especially when camping and charging up a bunch of different devices. And here is the Fortem portable air pump. This I have used on multiple occasions, including when I got a flat recently. Had a screw in the shoulder of my tire and brought it to a tire shop, and they said it couldn't be repaired. So I had to get new tires, and I couldn't get tires for a week. So this got me through that. The tire would essentially go flat within half an hour. So I would basically pump this up, go to where I had to go, pump it up, and go back. So this is great to have. Plugs right into the 12 volt outlet as well, and it all wraps up very nicely as this carrying case. Very convenient to have, especially in an emergency. Then here I have the locks for the J1772 chargers. I 3D printed these myself. If you would like me to print a pair for you, feel free to reach out to me on my Instagram @DriveMiles, and I can send some to you. These are great if you're charging in a public place with a J1772 charger, and you don't want anybody to be able to just come up to the car and unplug you for themselves. So that's a great thing to have just in case. There's a couple different sizes for different chargers, so important to have one that fits. Another little accessory that I found very helpful was this Velcro strap for the smaller compartment in the trunk. I store a lot of stuff here that I don't typically use. I have the charger, flat kit, pump, and the jack pads here. So I don't always need to access it, but when I do, that strap just makes it a lot easier to get in there instead of trying to dig my fingers in the space between the boards. Another accessory I find very convenient is this tire pressure gauge. Now, of course, any tire pressure gauge will work. This is the one that I chose. Has a nice little LCD display. Click the button, and nice light can illuminate the valve even in the nighttime. It'll give you readings in PSI. I think there's a, change it to bar, and kilopascals. Oh, and kilograms per centimeter. Wow, look at that. International. So this is a good way to check beforehand. Make sure your tires are appropriately inflated so you have the most efficient and enjoyable drive. And last but certainly not least, I have the air freshener scent stick from Abstract Ocean. It's this nice compact little aluminum cylinder with rubber stoppers to keep it in place. There's a little scent stick that goes inside. Lots of nice smelling scents that they have. I use the pine forest one. It smells really good, has a little minty smell to it. But that's a great way to keep your car smelling fresh, especially when the air filters start to go, because we know that happens frequently. Very easy to install. Just plop it right in. You can adjust it so that the holes are aligned properly, but very easy, very convenient. It smells great. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys found something useful. Remember, the links to all the products I use are in the description below. If you use those, it helps out the channel a ton, so thank you in advance. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see in the future. I have a 30,000 mile review video coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.